Hello, Slicey Dicers. This is Brian with just a little quick EDC update for you. I wasn't planning on doing one of these every month, but you guys seemed to like the last one. It generated a lot of questions, still does, so I thought maybe I'd update you on what I've been carrying most this past 30 days or so. A little more than that, actually, I think, since the last time I did one. This is going to be 90% about the knives, but these are a couple of new things I got that I like. I got this Bokor 50 cal little pen for Christmas. I do really much like this. This is the micarta version. It's a little bolt action pen. Nothing super special about it. It's just kind of fun. It's a neat tactical pen, technically, I guess, but I just like the little bolt action thing. It's fun to fiddle around with, and it has a space pen filler. It will take this Fisher space pen refills, so I put one of those in there just so I can say, "It's a space pen, Jerry!" It's my favorite episode of Seinfeld, I think, is the space pen episode. If you guys haven't seen it, go find it. And then, yeah, GearBest had a thing, so I bought some GearBest stuff. I have this new Nightcore little 200 Lumen Light. It's got 3 different settings, one of which I like is the very kind of candlelight sort of setting that isn't very bright at all. This is great if you don't want to wake up your wife when you're wandering around the house late at night, which I often do. And this I'll probably actually do a full review on at some point. But I got a Kenzo 301 multi-tool, which is pretty cool. I've been carrying this around a lot and using it around the house. Actually, I've mostly been using it around the house. It's kind of big. I don't carry it around that much, but use it around the house a whole lot. It's pretty cool. I'll probably do a full review on that because I actually really think this is a great value. I think these are like, I got it for half price, but I think even normal price they're like 30 bucks. I think this normal price is like 12 bucks, 15 bucks. It's really cheap. And then this is like normal price. I think they're like 30 bucks, but somebody got it for me, so I don't know what they paid for it. I'm not going to ask them. That would be rude. But let's get to the knives. I'm going to do the same way I did the last time I did one of these. It's going to be split up into different categories. We're going to talk about like the smaller knives and the bigger knives that I carry around. So let's start off with the smaller ones. These are in no particular order. No order of favorites or anything like that. But these are just, I keep track of what I carry the most, and these are the ones that I've been carrying the most. First up, we have this one. I had been carrying a lot when I first got it, and then I didn't, and now it's back again. I can't stop loving this. This is the Benchmade Mini Griptilian and the 20 CV, CPM 20 CV steel. It is one of the first production runs. That's why I had originally stopped carrying it, I think, because I thought, oh, it's one of the first ones. Maybe it's worth too much to carry, but then I just decided I love it so much I don't care. If I'm devaluing it by carrying it, then so be it. It's so smooth and so nice. I love this thing. It is such a great knife. Highly recommend the mini grip in almost any form, but especially I like the one with the arachnid-esque hole, and especially this G10 one with the 20 CV. Great steel. I like that sheep's foot blade. Very, very cool. We're going to keep these moving. I don't want to keep you guys here for a long time. What's another smaller one I've been carrying a lot? Oh, one I recently just reviewed. The Tangram Santa Fe. Yeah, this is 30 bucks. Awesome. You guys probably the review just came out a few days ago, so, but it's, I intend to carry this a whole lot. It's just cool. And it's 30 bucks. I don't care if anything happens to it. It's a great budget knife. And in that same vein, I'm going to do a comparison review between these two at some point, probably in the next week or so. But also the Rake P801 SF. Also an amazing knife. These are both about the same price, both about the same size. Again, these initial ones are ones I usually carry as like secondaries, or if I'm just around the house or something like that, and I'm not intending on doing anything super serious. Rake's a little bigger, but still kind of fits in that sort of secondary role for me. Or in this actually carry a lot. It's funny that when I'm dressed up lately, this is the knife that I carry, and it's one of the cheapest knives that I own. But people don't know that, so it's fine. But yeah, it's one of the cheaper ones, but it looks so pretty. It's very cool. And also, I've done a full review of that too. I'll link to down below. And the last ones I will put out together, because this is probably the next video you're going to see. I am going to do a comparison of these two. These are probably the two secondaries that I've been carrying the most lately, and I go back and forth between them. We have the Spyderco Little Native, which is the compression lock version, the smaller version of the Native. Such a cool little knife. And the Chaparral Lightweight. Both of these, I think, made my top 10 of the year. So did the, I think so did the last two you saw. So, unsurprising. It's only January. Unsurprising that some of my top 10s of the year I'm still carrying around. So, yeah. I don't think I actually had any repeats in this from my last month one. In the next one, we're going to have some repeats. But, and then when I get to my bigger blades, you'll see some repeats from the last month. But that's obvious. If I loved them last month, I probably still love them this month. So, not really much of a surprise. But I thought I had enough change. It was worth doing another one. Now, up first for this month, this is one that probably, I can't call it carry because it's not in my pocket, but it's always around. I have a little EDC pack. Where is it here? It usually resides in one of the cars, but I think I do have it out. These little EDC pack things, I think I went through that a while ago, the stuff I keep in there. But, yeah, I upgraded. I always keep an Ontario Rat Model 1 in it, but now I went from the AUS-8 to the cool D2 one. So I always have that around. I haven't used it a whole lot, but it's in there. I used it enough to do the review and stuff, did some little cutting tests and stuff with it. But it's always in there. It's always around me. It's usually within arm's reach. And I got the D2 because I promised you guys when I hit 500 subscribers I was going to give away my AUS-8 version. And I don't want to put any more miles on it before that happens. And I'm rapidly approaching that. I'm really, really happy with the rate of which I'm getting like 10 subscribers a day. That's pretty good, right? I think that's all right. But, of course, Ontario Rat Model 1, everybody knows, for a big blade, it's the benchmark for a reason for a big budget blade. It's a great, great knife, and everyone should have an Ontario Rat Model 1 of some version, even if it's the AUS-8 one if you're a cheapskate. This is a repeat from last time. This is still one I carry around a whole lot. Steel wheel cut jack and M390. Super ergonomic, great blade shape, and it's M390. Why wouldn't you carry it all the time? Very cool blade, very much like the cut jack M390. A new one, I believe. I think all the rest of these are new ones. Nope, one isn't. We'll go with another repeat. Repeat still in the pocket. The Shaman. I'm still very mad at Spyderco for jacking the price up so much, but I'm not so mad that I'm not going to carry it because it is an awesome knife. And somebody just pointed out last night in the live video, they made some more changes to it other than when they changed the price too, other than changing to now you can get it in a DLC. Yeah, they covered up the holes on this side. Yeah, this one. They covered up those 3 holes, and the G10 looks a little bit different. So I'm not going to buy another one until the sprint runs come out. I'm not going to jump on it, but I am interested to hear what the differences are. I may even call Spyderco and try and get to the bottom of this. But yeah, the Shaman, in any form you get it, no matter what price you paid for it, it's still an awesome, awesome, awesome knife. It was about $150, now it's like $182. Big price difference, but I got mine at $150 and I love it, and it's still so ergonomic and so great for when you really want to do some heavy duty stuff. I really do still very much love this knife, and so do you guys. It's still my number one rated review is this, but approaching rapidly is the Little Native on the complete other end of the spectrum. I guess they're still the same shape, but yeah, the Little Native's rapidly approaching the Shaman in the number of views. So apparently you guys like that review a lot. It is a cool little knife. I can see why. But anyway, let's keep going. These next 3 I know were not in my most EDC last month because I got them all fairly recently. Let me just pull them all out here together so I'm not reaching in that box constantly. First of all, my Winter Soldier, as I call it. I bought this knife specifically for something to carry when it's really cold out with gloves. And today is the warmest day we've had in 2 weeks, and currently it is 13 degrees outside. That's the warmest day we've had in 2 weeks here in upstate New York. So I wanted something that was good to use with gloves. I liked the grippy tape on this. This is a Kershaw Blur, of course. This is the S30V version. And this has taken some abuse. This has been beat on a lot. You can see some scratches on it already and stuff. Because I had to do... The other day, I was driving my wife's car. And the windshield wiper blades froze up. That's how cold it is. And I had to take this out and, like, chunk the ice off from underneath the blades. So the blades would... Or the windshield wipers would close. I put a deep carry pocket clip on it from MXG Gear. And it's worked great for what I wanted it for. It is awesome. Not a big fan of assisted knives, but in the winter, sometimes you got big gloves on. It's nice just to be able to kind of catch it and it opens. So for winter time, I really like the assist. I think it works pretty well. Next up, we have the American Lawman. This is a fairly new edition, but if you guys saw the review of this a couple days ago, I did not want to like it, and I really, really do. The Cold Steel American Lawman, especially this newer version of the XHP, awesome knife, and I've been carrying it a lot. I've only had it for a couple weeks, but it's been great. And in those couple weeks, it's been in my pocket a whole lot. Really, really like it. And the last one we'll cover here, we will go to the Spyderco Mannix 2 backlock. So, yeah, this is I had been carrying, I think previous one I said the Mannix 2 lightweight, but I actually carry this more often than the lightweight now. I don't know, it's just I like it. It is thicker and bigger and doesn't have the ball bearing lock, which I like, but it's just so nice in the hand. It's so comfortable. Been finding myself carrying this more than my lightweight lately, which is kind of odd, especially since it is horribly overpriced, especially now that they raised their prices. It was overpriced before, now it's really overpriced. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of in a backlock phase, I guess, lately, because these are probably the two I've been carrying the most, is the American Lawman and the Mannix 2 backlock. So kind of weird. I may actually do a comparison between these two. I think I mentioned before in another video. Now this used to be 130, now it's like 145, and this is 95 bucks. So I thought, well, maybe they're priced too far apart, but they're so similar in so many other ways, other than the price. So I think I'm still going to do that comparison. And also, another comparison you've got coming up. People have requested this. I wasn't going to do this, but you guys have been... It's actually the most requested thing I've ever gotten on here. I am going to do a comparison between this little native and the Chaparral lightweight. I thought they were too different to do comparisons on, but you guys don't. You guys been asking, so I guess price-wise they're fairly close. So, all right, that's what I've been carrying the last month or so. Looks sometime early February. I'm not going to set a date or anything, but sometime early February I will I'll make another one of these updates if things have changed. If they haven't, I'm not going to bother you, but if they've changed, I'll do another update. So hope you guys enjoy that. I did this all in one take. I hope you guys can take a moment to appreciate that. Hope this generates some discussion down below. That's what this is all about. I like the comments. You know what, guys, I'm quick. I try to be very quick to respond to comments, so hope you guys enjoyed this. I've been Brian. Have a good one. Chip in some bucks on Patreon if you want to. Follow me on Instagram, all that stuff. I've been Brian. Have a good one.